Hello my dark darlings, and welcome back to Miss Macabre. Tonight I have some chilling horror stories for you to fall asleep to. So dim the lights, get comfortable, and let the darkness pull you in. And if you enjoy late night horror, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me again for more. Now, let's begin. When Emily Carter moved into a quiet rental home outside Portland with her 8-year-old daughter Sophie, it felt like the fresh start she had been begging life to give her. The house wasn't perfect, but it had a fenced backyard, a small porch, and enough room for them to breathe after the chaos of a brutal divorce. Her boyfriend Nathan came over on weekends, and for the first few weeks everything felt normal. Then the neighbour introduced himself. He was a heavy-set man in his late 50s named Walter Graves, and from the moment Emily met him, something about him made her skin crawl. He smiled too long, stood too close, and spoke to Sophie like they already knew each other. He claimed he'd been watching the house for years and was glad to see a family in it again. Emily forced a polite smile, but when he winked at Sophie before walking away, she felt a deep chill settle in her stomach. The strange thing started small. Toys Sophie left in the yard would end up moved to the porch. The side gate Emily always latched would sometimes be hanging open in the morning. Once, a kitchen window she knew she'd locked was cracked open just enough to let the cold air in. Nathan told her it was probably nothing, an old house, a curious kid, maybe stress. Emily wanted to believe him, but Sophie started saying things no mother wants to hear. "Mommy," she whispered one night, standing in Emily's bedroom doorway, clutching her blanket with trembling hands. "The man next door was in my room again." Emily's blood ran cold. She rushed to Sophie's room, turned on every light, and found nothing. No sign of forced entry. No open windows, no muddy footprints. She sat beside her daughter for over an hour, trying to calm her down, telling herself it had to be a nightmare. Still, she checked every lock in the house 3 times before bed. A few days later, Emily came home from work and found the back door slightly ajar. Inside, nothing appeared stolen, no broken glass, no ransacked drawers, just a strange, suffocating feeling that someone had been there. Then she noticed Sophie's favourite pink shirt was missing from the laundry basket. Nathan insisted it was probably mixed in with other clothes or lost at school, but Emily knew better. The house smelled wrong, like sweat and damp earth. That night, she couldn't sleep. At around 2 in the morning, she heard a soft metallic rattle outside the kitchen window. Then she crept through the dark, phone in hand, heart pounding so hard she thought it might burst through her ribs. When she peeked through the blinds, she saw him. Walter, standing just beyond the glass in the dark, completely still, his face half hidden in shadow. He wasn't trying to get in. He was smiling. Emily screamed and dropped to the floor, scrambling backward as Walter slowly turned and disappeared into the yard. Police came within minutes, but by the time they searched his property, there was nothing obvious, no stolen shirt, no evidence of entry, no reason to arrest him. They told her to install cameras and call again if anything else happened. 2 nights later, one of those cameras caught Walter crouched beneath Sophie's bedroom window at 3 to 14 a.m. The next morning, Emily found a folded piece of notebook paper tucked under the welcome mat. It read, "I like watching you when you sleep." She and Sophie left that same day. They packed only what they could carry, drove to Nathan's apartment, and never spent another night in that house. Months later, detectives told Emily that a search warrant on Walter's property turned up dozens of photographs, women in nearby homes, children playing in backyards, and several grainy nighttime pictures of Emily through her bedroom window. Sophie never slept with the lights off again. And Emily learns something that still haunts her. The most dangerous person in your life might not be a stranger at all. Sometimes he lives next door